My name is Wesley Cooper. I was law enforcement and corrections from '01 to 2016.
My name is Mark Dekle. I have a background in law enforcement, 25 years retired. After retirement, I started buying up condos and renting them out, refurbishing them. I then met up with Wes, who I worked with in law enforcement, and he sold me on the idea of getting into business with him with Kooler Ice and these ice machines.
I was looking for another stream of income that would be a little bit more passive and less labor intensive. So I reached out to Kooler Ice just to get some information on them and brochures and try to do my research. And they were very informative. They were very prompt to return my call and put me in contact with the right people to talk to tell me about their product and why their product was superior, why their ice quality is superior compared to the other manufacturers. So that's why I ended up using them for our go-to distributors for the machine. Currently we have 5 machines right now, working on a 6th location. We have one in the edge of Plant City, Florida, on Turkey Creek and Highway 60. So far it's been our top performer. The 2nd location is at Tampa Nursery in Dover, Florida, off of McIntosh Road, in between I-4 and Martin Luther King Boulevard. I had those 2 locations prior to Mark actually partnering with me on the other 3 locations.
The 3rd location being what we call the Hans machine, which is at a Hans tire shop. It's at Parsons and 60 in Sefner, Florida. It took a little bit for the machine to take off, but it's doing quite well now and is competing well with the other 2 machines that were initially started. We then purchased another machine and placed it in a location off of 301 and Williams Road. And it also has been doing similar to Hans' machine. It slowly started working its way up, and now, again, it is competing with all the other machines. And our latest machine, we put at a motel on US 92 near Williams Road as well. That machine has taken off substantially based on the amount of time we expected it to catch up to the other machines as far as revenue. And it did it so quickly that we were actually quite surprised and quite happy with that one. From the standpoint of infrastructure, really you just need a good cement guy, and there are many of them out there, and you got to pour yourself a pad unless wherever you're putting this machine's already got asphalt or cement down on it. You got to install electric, and you've got to install plumbing as to where your excess water is going to go. The machines are pretty easy to maintain. Like a paper route, going through your machines, taking money out, putting bags in, checking the pumps, doing that kind of thing. Very simple stuff.
Since we have so many machines, we don't want to have the downtime, so we keep several $1,000s worth of motors and pumps and different sensors and things like that in stock, so we can switch them out as needed if we have any issues. We do use a monitoring system. Honestly, I don't know how you can run these machines without the monitoring system and without the app itself. So the app that we utilize for the Kooler Ice Vending product, it allows us to be able to cycle the power on the machine, which clears a lot of issues, keeps us from having to actually drive to the machines. We're also able, say a customer does not get a bag of ice and they paid for it, we're able to remotely vend a bag of ice to them from our phone, and that just saves time. It completely changes the whole ball game to where we don't actually have to necessarily come to the machine to take care of an issue. We can actually look at all of the monitoring. We can make sure all of the alarms and everything is running correctly. We can do ice maker checks. We can do all kind of different things. It's almost endless the things that you can do in the app. And then on the desktop, you can even do more. You can change settings and all kind of stuff like that. So it really helps us on a time basis to be able to free us up to do something else and really try to keep this as more of a passive source of income. Kooler Ice has been very easy to work with. They're very responsive. They're always there to lend you a helping hand. They want to give you every opportunity to make as much money with each machine and each location that you can, because if you succeed, then they are succeeding.